Welcome everybody to 48 Talk episode 124. I am your host, Rage Baldy as always. Joining me this time is the usual crew of DX Takamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and Colin Johnson on the bottom right. Happy New Year everybody!
Happy New Year,
man!
2019 is here.
Yes.
Woo!
Woo.
Yes, as they say in Japan, akemashite omedetou.
Akeme.
Akemashite omedetou? Ah.
Akemashite omedetou.
I am looking forward to this year. I'm really looking forward to stuff. It feels like a lot of change are coming, especially I think in the idol worlds things are coming up. So before we go into the news we missed in the past few weeks, let's go into what we're looking forward to a little bit in 2019. So what's new with you guys? Who wants to start?
What's new? Come again?
Yeah, just what's new. What you think was up? How are things going already in the new year? What you're looking forward to? Anything? Any plans?
Nothing too much on my end. Just work pretty much and studies, and that's about it.
Yeah, no planned trips already or looking at vacation time?
Not really.
I'm doing that already. It's like, hey, I have so many hours free. Let's book this. Well, not book anything yet, to be honest. Just get the time off, and then I'll see. I'll book anything. Gotta prepare for all these stuff because a lot of events are coming. So, Derek, what are your plans?
Well, actually, like, you know, of course, this New Year's been super busy. Something really cool happened the other day, though. Kaki from Necronomidol, the Necronomidol ace, the group, the leader at this point, she did a solo event with another idol from another group. The group's name is Apocalypse. I think the girl's name was Erica. And it was at this really small cafe event. And basically, like Kaki and this girl, they made curry for everybody, and like the one girl made like hamburger curry, Kaki made regular curry, and then the fans that all came voted. And there was like about 30 or 40 people there, which was cool. And then after that, they did some songs together. So like Kaki did an Apocalypse song with this girl, and then this girl did Skulls and the Stars. And then they surprised everybody, and they did a dance cover of Futari Saizan by STU48.
Really?
And it was... I mean, Kaki could be in STU48 because she just, like, nailed every single move. But here's the thing. Afterwards, they were talking about how complex that dance actually is because it's more grueling and tiring than you would think because it's, like, nonstop movement.
Yeah, exactly.
And just... it's actually really, really hard to do. And it made me think, like, you know, like, so sometimes we see these girls dance and we think, oh, that's nothing, you know? And it actually is. But I just, again, Kaki's like she's a trained professional, like, singer, you know, she's a trained dancer. Nailed it, you know? But she was even saying, like, oh, that was hard. But it was cool. It was cool because everybody in the crowd was like into it, like all the underground fans are like totally getting it, and I just want to do this, like Futari says, you know? And it brought me back to when I went to Tokyo Idol Fest 2 years ago, and Kea was playing, and like all the fans were like pretending they were Kei Kazaka, and they had like one girl they designated as Techi, and then like they were around her and they formed, and you just saw these guys doing this, you know? It was awesome.
Wow.
But no, it was cool. I didn't expect Kaki to do that, but I guess like she really likes Kea, and I was like, oh, this is like awesome. So it was cool. It was a like cool little way to start the new year.
Awesome. And I believe, well, on your end today will also be something happening. Sorry?
I'm sorry, you totally cut out. I didn't hear anything.
No, today will also be a huge event on your side.
Yeah, actually. I mean, like it's real early in the morning. In a couple hours, I gotta actually get going to do this event. But yeah, today is officially graduation day for Sari and Hina in Necronomidol, and we're having our grad event at Shibuya WWWX, which is a gigantic venue. So me and Ricky and everyone, we're gonna be busy all day today. A lot of people come in. A lot of idols will be there, which is cool.
Awesome.
I actually I got like 2 really good jobs recently, and I spoiled myself. And yesterday I went to like 3 concerts, like in a row,
Wow.
because I'm crazy. And yeah, I saw like Lachasto at like 11 something in the morning. It was like an all day tie on. It has Satan Sai for like some idol. And oh, which by the way, that was weird because there was like a bunch of idols that were like super young. It was like a bunch of idol groups with like super young members. And I weirdly enough in my world, I don't see that often. But it was
wow.
like I just don't like. We never play with groups that have like young members, but like there was just one group after another. Gachasa's not young, like they're all older, but it's like I don't know. They played super fast. Then I went to see Lily Kaona and a group called Gugululu, which is like a super group, and Lily was amazing. Like just blew me the heck away, and you know, I know the producer really well, and so like he got me in and like we were talking, and then I went to see Oyasumi Hologram at night. They did a acoustic event at like this real cool cafe, and I was talking with them backstage, and they were like, "Oh, we're all going to Sorry Sing tomorrow," and I'm like, "You guys are?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Wow.
don't forget to put us on the list." I'm like, okay, no problem. But it's like, wow, I wonder how many other idols are coming because like Hina's big fan is Hanako. Hanako-san is like deeply in love with Hina. So
wow.
I'm having a feeling she's gonna show up. Everybody's kind of thinking she's gonna be there without question, but the big question is, will she show up in full, you know, Hanako gear with like the patch and the bloody school outfit? And the Hamida System, they're another group that like really, really, really love Necroma. So like I have a feeling like they're all gonna be there. And I have a feeling like we have like so many people that it's gonna be like a whole smorgasbord of idols. Because like one man lives in Japan are like super important. And you know, everything from getting huge flower arrangements to all that. Plus, this is a double grad one man. So it's not just a one man, it's a double graduation event on top of that. And it's not just any graduation, it's the freaking queen of the underworld. You know what I mean? Like Sari is like the queen. So basically I'm just expecting pandemonium tomorrow. And it's just like me, Ricky, and like 2 other people that have to handle it all.
Oh, dear.
Everybody else usually has like huge staff, and it's just us, of course. But it's gonna be a long day, but it's gonna be a fun day, and it's also gonna be an extremely sad day. But yeah, it's just when I was thinking about how much work goes into things from dancing, like I saw with like Kaki, and then doing one man's, made me really, in a weird way, I kind of appreciate like AKB, because I don't think people really understand the level of production that goes into something like this. And it's just, I'm just like, wow, like this is like an actual job. I mean, I love it, so it doesn't feel like a job, you know? Like it's so much fun, but it's like, this is gonna be a job today.
Oh wow.
So.
It's like, oh boy, everything you've done before, this is like, this is gonna be insane.
Yep, this is the big one.
Good
like
luck, man.
That's the big one. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
no,
big
I mean
one.
it's big. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one, sad one, but it's, you know,
My question
time
is
for
though,
Necroma.
will it be live streamed? Is there a possibility that it will be live streamed?
There's no photos and no videos, so I'm hoping that means that Ricky will have something in place for live stream. He hasn't shared that information with me. I don't want to say it's low priority because that sounds wrong, but it's like there's like a list of 400 things we have to do today.
You can't do them all at once. You
Not
need to
sure
go
that fits,
tick,
you
tick,
know?
tick, 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 tick.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
all right, good luck,
Yeah,
man.
I hope. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you guys.
Good luck,
Thank you.
man.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Colin, how was what's your plan for 2019?
I had a great week. I went to Belgium to my family, and we just watched the
cool.
fireworks. Because I live very close, so it's like, and Germany, so it's like, but yeah, that's another story.
Yeah, just one step and you're there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, like that's pretty much accurate. So I've like family across, but and I saw my little nephew who's like 60 months, and he can walk now, and I love the guy. Just awesome. But plans, I don't know if Robin meant that. I was actually forgetting about it. But I actually plan to go to Rotterdam in January or beginning February because the BNK48 movie will be streamed at Rotterdam International Film Festival.
Awesome.
I still have no more extra information about this whole situation.
Today, I looked at everything. There's like no information. It's like they have since early December, included the movie on their page, as
Yeah.
in just general information.
And tickets,
But-
it's like you can get tickets, but there's nothing else I can do. I went in
No.
contact with them.
No,
They give
no
no
dates.
information,
No.
so it's like, we'll just get tickets and watch it.
So last minute, it's like I hate.
Yeah.
I don't know the day, the hour, so it's like, that will be so
Yeah,
difficult.
they didn't even announce which day it was, right?
Yeah.
No.
I have no clue.
There are like 4 categories from that film festival, and this is included in voices. Can find nothing about the whole category. It's like and the tickets go for sale like 4 days
In advance, yeah, something like that.
Because it's like, I hope.
Well, to be honest,
it will be
it
good.
won't be sold out. It's never sold out, so.
No, I know it's more like which day it is, if I need to make arrangements, and I need to travel a bit.
Yeah.
But it's like which day it will be,
Hey,
and
if you need a place to stay,
is that an invitation?
that's
Oh,
an
yeah.
invitation, of course.
Yeah, I take you on that. But either way, I look forward to that because watching 48 something in the Netherlands that we did not do anything for, like, I take that offer. Or did you, Robin? Or is DX not telling us something? I knew Chaperone had a boyfriend. No.
Ooh,
No, don't go there, dude.
Don't go there.
dude.
Nope.
Don't go there.
Either way,
Yeah, that's a good.
January looks great, and there are a lot of good things happening in January. Request Hour.
Wait, wasn't BNK's election already?
I wanted to say that too. Yes, too fast again. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Their Sasanko will be in like the end this month in the weekend. It's gonna be great. Like it will be live streamed.
So
believe, yeah.
then we can safely assume if the film festival is happening also in January at the end, then there is no way, sadly, that some members will be showing up at the movie theater.
Doubt it. Doubt
No,
it. Not with the Sosenkyo.
no. If they did not have that, but
We'll still report on it anyway. We'll find something.
oh
to
yeah,
do, so.
and also for the viewers at home, I'm not the only one who's going. I believe Robin and DX are also going.
I
And
believe so. If
planning.
I'm available, but yeah.
Yeah, see, that's my concern too. It's like, and Flores, he wants to go as well. So we're gonna have a blast, and maybe other people. I don't know, maybe.
We will see. Yeah. So you said something about request hour.
Yeah, you know that thing that AKB48 group does once a year, where they rank their 100 songs. I've never heard of it, but a bad joke. But yeah,
what do you
that's
guys
happening very
think
soon.
is happening this year?
Bad planning again.
That planning, yeah. Last minute thing, last minute
Yeah.
cancellation or something like
I
that.
think, I'm gonna say it now. I think the #1 song will be the Sashi solo song.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Might be,
You think?
yeah, might be.
Possibly.
What was that song?
one?
She battled against Nogizaka 46 when the song came out. She had her solo song.
Sorry, de Masuki Dayo? That one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one I think.
But-
Possible. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the ranking of that song.
No, where I was going?
Yeah.
No. I was going with Sayonara Crawl, I think. No.
Wrong song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Suki
Man.
Dayo.
I mean, we-
Da-da,
Well,
da-da.
yeah. If we want to talk about request hour, there's really only 2 major discussions to talk about. One is NGT48, the other is teammate, and
Yeah.
you know who's gonna win. Because
Yeah.
NGT now historically has taken over request hour and made it their request hour.
True.
True.
But the difference with this year is this is Sashihara's last
Yep.
request hour because
He's like, no.
Doesn't got anything on NGT's overture.
No.
Just saying.
Oh.
we'll see about that. But yeah, it's going to be extra special because, of course, we mentioned it on our New Year and special awards ceremony special, 3 times special because
Special.
3rd anniversary.
Special.
That's Sashihara Rino announced graduation, and that actually is, not just some news that we were like, oh, that happened. No, it's gonna be big, just major changes going to be happening.
Again.
I think I saw like an article that she was hoping Akipi was gonna say, don't graduate, but
Yeah.
he didn't.
No, but
so
They did it.
Well, go. Bye.
she's
thank
like,
you.
okay, bye. Next up.
I think if we can say into that discussion actually for a second, I think that Sashi leaving and I wanted to say this last time on when we were kind of getting into it. We had some weird special we had to do for 3 hours though, kind of took place, but but like no, like the thing is, this is Sashihara Rino, you know, like this is not just anybody. This is arguably the most important member in AKB48 outside of Maeda Atsuko and Yuko. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of argue in that direction. Also, she held the Sosenkyo crown longer than anyone. And then on top of that, she did a lot for AKB48. You know, and and she's lucky enough to have an Insta classic song to her name, with Koisuru Fortune Cookie. You know, I mean that was world famous. That wasn't even just like Japan famous. That was world famous. So she helped break the barriers, and again, I'm sure we'll do like a Sashi honorary like special when the time comes. I hope to actually be at the concert. I might actually try to haggle my way in as a gaijin somehow. I'm gonna sneak and write all my stuff in Japanese so that they'll be like, oh, this guy's Japanese. He has a weird name, Dereku, but okay, whatever. Maybe he's a Hafu. But the thing is, it's like I just the one thing I want to say more than anything at this point is Sashi leaving. I mean, 2019 is a year of change, but that's a monumental one, because again, it's kind of like all the groups in AKB lined up on the battlefield, and every group just about lost their leader already. And so, I mean, like the leader was killed or whatever. So it's like, who leads these groups into battle now? Who are our leaders? That's what I'm really hoping for 2019. Who becomes our leaders? HKT lost Sakura-tan, and she's not there. NMB lost Sayane, not there. SKE Trina, I guess she's back.
Not really.
No, yeah,
getting better.
No,
Getting better, but
getting
not
better.
Not
Still. Right, and Dasu, as much of a great person that she was, she held together SKE all year, and we she even got voted as such for us. We were talking about members that did good this year, or 2018. Like, is she really the leader of SKE? Do we look at her as such? And AKB, the teams, who's really running stuff there? I mean, you could say Nachan, but then you would argue STU48 is more her thing.
Yeah.
So really, this is a leaderless group of groups, and with NGT is the only exception. NGT's got their stuff together. Teammate, whatever. Teammate's like a whole. I don't even know. I think Teammate needs kind of a defined leader too, and I don't know if they do. Commenters, let us know what you think. Because we have a lot of Teammate Oshis in our commenters. But what do you guys think about this? What do you think?
On Team 8, though, wasn't Otanao pretty much the unofficial captain? Otanao.
Yeah. But is she? Really? Because, think about it this way. When you think about MB, you think of the exalted Sayane. She's the instant thing. You think of SK, you did think of Jirina. I don't really know if that discussion's relevant now. HKT Tada Sakura-tan. So I'm saying, who are the girls that will rise up to be our go-to thoughts when it comes to all these groups? And then overall, who's going to be the leader of AKB? Because you could argue, well, that's Jirina, she won, but she dipped out on us all year. So it's like, I feel like that's even more of an interesting discussion going into the Sosenkyo on top of that, because I don't think Jirina's going to change her crown. I don't think nobody wants a leader that's going to be there half the time. I think that alone's that's going to just take it. So what do you guys think?
Well, I think a few months back, we had a discussion what needs to happen, and I don't know, was it you, Derek, that said this? You would like to see the war again against the sister groups?
Yeah.
I've been saying that for years. All the groups need to go battle. Like, it needs to be civil war with AKB. It needs to be international war with Kea and Nogi. It would be amazing. Have this big,
I think we're getting there, because
you think so?
Even though it's an example with Masu Jurina. Even though she's back, she's just performing exclusively with SKE.
Interesting.
And it's something I want to talk about, and let me just grab my notes here from news. The whole key holder thing.
Oh, yeah.
They're still doing that?
Well, 80% has been sold to key holder from AKS. And they will start managing SKE on March 1st.
Yeah.
under a company called SKE48 Company Limited. And the new CEO, Akatsuka Yoshihiro. So, I think, and this is my feeling, it's they're, well, 20% officially they're still a sister group of AKB48. But I think it's like, alright, no more compilation with AKB48 group. It's gonna be separate again. Just like like when in the olden days Masahiro joined AKB48 in the song, it was like,
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yeah,
SKE going to join us? So no,
Yeah, it
before
was
that.
weird.
Now
That was
now
weird back then.
now it's normal to have all the groups in there.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah,
what
doesn't
if
matter now.
that's the change they're going for? I think it's
Cool, it'd
not
be cool.
it's now a perfect time to do that, because you said Saina's gone, Sashi's gone, stuff like that. So lock it up. It's now no more the AKB48 group.
Just AKB48.
As Sosenkyo time you can maybe change. If there's a Sosenkyo happening this year, that's also the question.
Yeah.
The
that's
idea
true.
is like, it's gonna happen or not. So, but I think they're going to be more separate again. And why is that a good idea? Because it creates, like, you want to see your Oshis, well, you can only see them in one location now. You can go more to, oh, there's a whole detail thing with handshake events as well, but I mean, like, hey, I want to see them perform, you can only see them perform as that group. Hey, they're on Music Station, well, it's only AKB exclusive, or only SKE exclusive, stuff like that. That should be a good idea. Do you guys agree?
To be quite honest though, when I became a fan of the AKB48 group, there was already this transition of not being separate group but into the form we nowadays know as AKB48 group. But it would be interesting to see the whole rivalry thing flare up again, like in the past you had the rivalry between NMB and SKE. I want to see something like that again, so it could be a good idea, to be quite honest.
Yeah, like here's the thing, like having the rivalry is great and all. For me, I'm more interested in the fact that I think it'll breed creativity. I think it'll force each group to go back to being creative, and it'll be dance heavy, SK with also dance heavy, but maybe a little more quirkier. I don't know, or vice versa. I mean, again, they just have to look to their Niigata sisters to see how it's done. It's done right up there. Like, I mean, they are definitely their own group. Stu. We can talk about the new single. They definitely have their own sound, and it's pretty terrible in my opinion. But I would say, like, it's boat music for sure. But the thing is, it's like no boat, so I guess whatever. Anyways, but that's whole. We'll talk about that later. The thing I'm curious about, and this is what I really want to know from you guys, and I think this is actually a fun discussion, and our commenters definitely could get in on this. And I want to see this in the list, and I'm sure we're gonna like a whole bunch, and that's great. I want to know with each group, outside of NGT, of course, because again, they got their stuff wired tight and they're good at this point. Who is going to be the emerging leader for each group? Who do we have our horses betting on? I mean, who are predictions? Give me some, because I'm really curious. Start with HKT. Who do we think is going to be?
Not aces, but leaders.
Leaders, yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Like who? But okay, no. I take it back. Actually, I kind of want to know if there will be like who's going to be the next Saine, who's going to be the next Sakuraton. I want to know that person. Who do you guys think has the ability?
Okay, well, AKB for me, it's Okada Nana. That's of course, that's a given.
That's pretty much a given.
But more spills. I think Mukaichi Mion is going on the rise, more showing back, now being more accepted and being more respected to that side. SKE, it's still Masahiro Rino. She'll get her comeback in a way. I would like to see more leader type of Kitagawa Ryoha. Getting more in that role. She's getting older and more adults to that side, so I would like to see that. NMB, Shiro Miru is the strong one there.
But she is strong, but is she a leader? I don't see Shiro Miru as a leader, to be quite honest.
No, she needs to be guided. It's like what Maida Asuko was. It was like she was the star, but you had Takamina being the guidance in there.
Yeah.
And
Takamina was a leader.
She needs someone like that. I don't know who that will be, but we'll see. That's really something that will happen. For HKT, that's okay. It's not Tanaka Miku. It's not. They're well. I'm still betting on somewhere Harupi should return somewhere this year. Maybe.
We hope.
Yeah, but as a leader, who do you think? Like boss or?
No. Boss is a joke. Not a joke in a bad way, but I mean like a joke leader. It's like no. It's. I need
Maybe
to go.
Rico?
Yeah, it's tough.
Maybe Rikopi? Rikopi?
Rikopi is good. You know, she has Maria
Ah,
on her wing.
Rikupi. I love Rikupi. So cute.
I don't know. She can. She's a senpai, but not a leader type.
No, true that.
Mm.
I see her like oh yeah, she's a style.
Ah, I see.
NGT.
Well, and NGT is not even a question. It's Katamina. Katamina and
Yeah,
Ogi.
that's
They
the
have.
leader, and Ogi is the ace. on
That's
that
easy.
side.
That's
That's
super
easy.
easy for them. Teammate, Stu, all those. I mean, it's like, yeah.
Well, Stu, I'm. Well, the thing is with Stu, is like, Yumiko is the one that's
She was pushed.
definitely the center.
She
Now,
was pushed, yeah.
she's still accepted as the center, but maybe someone else will rise this year. I hopefully would that. And the thing with Okada Nana being there, we'll talk about that further in the music video, but she is really the background character in the side. It's not really meant to be like, hey, focus on me. She does take a lot of attention because it's her, but it's not meant to be like, I'll be the front person. I'll be
No, she doesn't
somewhere
want to
in
be
the
the
back.
front person.
No, it's like she wants
She
to
doesn't want to be.
guide
She doesn't
them.
want to. Yeah, exactly.
So, other than that, no, that's it actually. So, anyone else has any guesses to what and what should
Please.
be? Colin?
About AKB, I think the leader type is either between Nana and Mion. I would only say that as an ace, I would include Yui, but I don't see her as a leader type. The rest, I'm not quite sure. That depends on how things develop in this year. SK will be Jurina. Like SK has so many powerful members. Like it's so amazing. But Jurina, as long as she's there, they can't really quite develop. I like Kitagario. I think she's a great leader. I think if she develops more as well, progresses more in her role, and also gets more experience and more, also gets older in that sense that she becomes more wise in that sense. But I would I think Furuata now. I can't see her do that. I think she's like she needs. I think she needs that example more, but I think she has. Anambi, Robin forgot one. I think it's Shiromi. Love her. Leader. I don't know if she could. I think because Sayane has been there for such a long time that Mira couldn't really develop as such. But I think that Otayuri could.
Otayuri.
I have seen some of her. I'm not really interested in her. She's not my type, but she is all round perfect. Like I think she's great at anything. I'm not too certain about variety, but the rest I would say pretty much I can't see her as a leader type. I could see Akarin as well, but maybe because
Akarin is more like, to be quite honest, I think Akarin. I think Akarin is more like an advisor type, to be quite honest.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Not really as a leader, but as an advisor, I would say.
I can see one of three. Otherwise, it needs to be. It's a good example. What DX said, very good. One of them, another NMB member. I'm not quite sure. There are good members in there, but they didn't do well. Thank you. And I kind of based that on.
But on NMB side, wasn't Kojima Karin supposed to be the all captain of NMB?
I think so. The only thing I would argue against that is it just happened. We haven't seen her do anything in that regard, so it's kind of like a shot in the dark.
It's the idea. So indeed, Kojima Karin is because of the NMB shuffle that they did. To be honest, NMB has way too many shuffles because they had way too many changes happening. But of course, after this, they need to. But they pointed for Team N, Kawakami Chiro. For Team M, Shibuya Nagisa. That's like what? New captain for Team B2 is Kojima Karin, and she became the group captain. They had like basically they the role that Sayane had, they're like, well, someone needs to be that, so we'll appoint someone to it. You have the sniffles, Derek? Oh.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Us as well, so.
But NMB's managements look like, hey, this is the idea who they see as leader, so maybe they're right. Maybe.
Again, they could be right. I don't know much about her, and I don't want to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like she just became.
Yeah, I guess we'll need to see it just flesh out.
We'll need to see how that turns out. HKT, I have no clue. Miku is too young, in my opinion.
Miku is not the leader.
If she is an option, then I think Kita Gario is a bajillion times more of an option. With HKT, I have no clue.
All right,
I think it's been so Sashi, Sakura, and Nakumiku dominated that I have no clue about the rest.
All right. HKT48. I'm gonna get the members.
He's gonna get the members.
Let's see.
His people.
His
I
people.
generally have no clue. No one comes to mind, but it's like there are girls that come to my mind, but it's like I can't see them in that role. It's like I said, it's so Sashi, Sakura, and Nakumiku heavy. That's like I wouldn't be able to tell. It's like with Enemy, what I just said. It's like I don't really know with them.
Maybe Motomura Aoi could be a leader for HKT. Aoi-tan.
I think that would fall in the same category as Kojima Karen. Like I'm not quite sure. I could. I don't know. I've never seen her in that position, so I don't know, but maybe she can. I don't know.
All right, so let's see the ones. Let's see who are bolted are the ones active. What about Moriyasu Madoka? Do you think she's a leader type?
I could see it. She's got the personality for it. She's definitely she seems like a leader type. I don't know. When I met her, she was you know my story with her. Like she impressed the heck out of me. So it's like basically I could see her being the leader. But again, I'm not really looking so much for a leader in this discussion. I'm looking for like another signing, a legend. I want to know who the next legend is. The weird thing about legends is they often they happen. Like you can't say, oh, you're gonna be a legend this year. It doesn't work like that. But I am just curious what our predictions would be in terms of who could be the next legend, the next one we are go to, which I guess technically also their leader in that sense too. But it's just I don't know. Like I can't. That's the thing right now for me is I'm in a position where I don't have any clear front runners for any of these groups. I really don't. And it's just that's what's interesting about this year already. But it's also what to me is kind of it's exciting and it's dangerous for AKB48 group family. But it's exciting in the sense that like this year feels like anything is possible. It really kind of does, you know? Like all the leaders are gone. All the attention getting members are out the door or on their way. Who's left? This is the interesting thing.
So I want to add a little discussion on Ogiri Yui, the Yui.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. She's still young. What you said. She's like turned 17 last month, and
crazy.
Yeah, some of them get their potential when they get the adult side to it. So we can still see a lot of potential coming out of Yui. I think next year will be the start for her.
Yeah.
I think the time for Yui will be 2020. Like that's her year. This is gonna be crazy.
Maybe.
But she does have a rival though in Nakamura at the moment. I would say.
Yeah.
But maybe we can get another dynamic going like Achan and Yuko back in the day. But this time Oguri Yui and Yagi Moeka.
That would be interesting. That would be cool. Maybe. But then the problem is and I don't want to use the word problem in a negative context here. So when talking about Team 8, but it's Team 8. Like it's how do you get past the fact they're in a group that it still kind of has this weird like non-distinction.
You're missing a lot of members now as well as graduating or moving to something better for themselves.
There's that too. So yeah, so that's kind of the interesting part there.
Yeah, true.
But I'm saying the war basically will happen this year. That's what I'm gonna see, because if there's an indication what they're doing now with SKE48, and basically it sticks, numbers will be going up. And I think
Don't
the
forget,
fans
though.
also want this,
Yeah.
though. What should I not forget, DX?
No, still, you still got IS-1 to contend with as well, because that's also a super push group at the moment.
Yes, but it's different. It's different because they're not affiliated to any group, even though there are currently inactive members of AKB48 or HKT48 to be in fact. I think they're their own thing. They're not supposed to, you know, we talked about them a lot last year with Produce 48 going in there, and probably we'll mention them because, of course, of the members that are in there. But we'll see also that they're doing their own thing. They now have, you know, the Japanese single that's coming out. They performed their song somewhere in December. But I don't think we're going to see much from them this year like we did when they first debuted. It's going to be like, oh, they'll be here in Japan, of course, but not any more involved in like an AKB48 situation.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I can see it. No, I think you hit it right on the mark there. The only thing about them though, is that like again that they bring up another interesting discussion about AKB48, and where AKB is in the world. Could it be possible that the next big name won't even be an AKB, but in a group related, like BNK, for example, or Eyes One? Like maybe Cheon, for example, could be the girl we're all talking about 3 months, even on the Japan side of things, via AKB. Like that's another curious point. I'm not saying like, for example, Saigon 48 is going the way of Mumbai 48 and it's just not going to be there. But what if Saigon actually gets their act together? Like one of our commenters, Tran, who's always comments. I've actually met Tran in Los Angeles. He's freaking awesome. He knows his stuff. But I was gonna say like with Tran, like he even pointed out, he's like, Saigon, like they had their like I guess like a debut or something already, and he said it was like pretty awesome. He said it was really well attended. He's just hoping it can become the next BNK. And it got me thinking like, again, we have a Sasenkyo this year. It could truly be a World Sasenkyo this year, and we could truly be having a discussion about leaders coming from other countries coming to Japan. Now, will that actually stick? My guess is no. Japan's so homogenous. They'll be like, oh, good job, BAK48 members. Go back to Thailand. Like, like we're only tolerating this for so long, because it's Japan. But it's like, I don't know. I am curious about it. No, hey, I live here. I can say that. Like,
I want to see what happens after 2020. That's the first thing I want to see. What happens.
Well, after 2020, I want to see if AKB's still around, because like I mean that's the thing. Like I think they've been holding on for the Olympics. I think after the Olympics, I don't know. I mean, what else is there to do short of touring the world, which they're not going to do? Nah. So it's like there's nothing else for them to do except just I guess keep going and churning out what they're churning out, but is that really gonna work? So that's the question. We're gonna see numbers going down, or the next big thing come up and pretty much obliterate AKB, kind of like how AKB sort of obliterated Morning Musume. Although that's debatable.
Or we see everything going up again.
Or will it go up? Or will we see this whole new thing happen where it's like this new group that comes on, like boosts AKB back in the spotlight? I don't know. It's an interesting change period, but for me it starts with the girls that are going to be leading these groups, or the aces of these groups. Who is it going to be in 2019? Who is going to be the girls we're all talking about? The ones that stand out above the pack, that do something like we just aren't expecting. You know what I mean? That's I'm excited.
Well, if it's anything, and if it's anything like the STU48 second single,
good say.
Well, okay, yeah. So we just watched the what was the name again?
Kazumatsu.
Thank you. Okay, my thoughts on the MV. Very innovative, very fun. Because it's not a one shot. I know there's some editing in there.
It looks
like a one shot, but there's not one shot. I found it very funny. They're using the drone system again, but it's a continuation. So basically, it's all shot by a drone, and they have to climb up all these stairs and do their performance in there. Just it's a fun type of song, but the song itself
It doesn't work for me.
It goes basically. I hear the song, the music, but then I watch, and then it goes like. That's
Yeah.
it. It is like I don't hear the song anymore because I'm watching, paying attention. I laugh so hard because of course there's a moment in there, and that's not intentional, that Okada Nana trips and almost fall flat on her face while running on the stairs. She's like,
Yep.
God, just climbing on the stairs, and this next moment she's in positions like
Yeah.
nothing happened. Other than that, yeah, it's a fun NMV. The video is 10 minutes long. I was like, why so long? And it's like they're showing the making of and all the hardship, like a mini documentary about the MV, and very nice, very much added. And I like for the fact that what they did in the past. Sometimes, you know, you had like preview everything, then it's like, where's the song? Where's the song? Ah, here it starts and there's finish, and I don't care about the rest. No, they start the song. They end the song, and then it's like, here's the making of. I'm like, that's perfect, because I want to watch the song first, and then I'll see the rest, because that's the whole thing. Still, nothing that's like, oh, I like this part of the song, I like this part of the song. Well, maybe the part when Yumiko is singing solo at one point, but other than that, nothing much. Anyone else want to add?
No, to be quite honest though, the song doesn't quite work for me to be fair, because it's not my genre or style of song anyway. But it's more like when I listen to it, it's more like I listen to the song, but I like the video a lot better because so much is going on in the video, but the song itself, it sounds kind of bland for me personally. So it's not my cup of tea, I would say. So yeah.
Colin?
I give them props to the camera work.
Yeah.
Like the continuous shot is really interesting to look at. That's very difficult to pull off, especially with a drone. Like that requires a lot of technique. But even that's the only good thing to talk about. Even then, there were a few weird, odd moments where it wasn't centered all right, and it was like positioning, like really, really odd.
You can tell when the drone does this.
Yeah.
It's a drone. It doesn't go like. It's you know, you need to balance it out, wind resistance and everything.
That's nice. But that's the only positive thing for me. The song itself. Was there a song? I didn't hear it. It was so bland. I give props to every other 48 group. Whenever they do a new song, it's always different from the previous one. But this one felt just like a sequel to the first one. And I don't think... If that's their sound, like they want to stick with that, okay. We don't know as of yet. But it's like, you know, with Yokobo Ono was very different from World of the People. Stand By You was different from Punchline. No Way Man was different from Teacher. This really didn't feel different. But again, if they like keep that theme going on, that would be okay. So it's like that point of critique, you could say.
It's a good point of view, actually, Colin. I'm now trying to think with the other groups that came out, and the first thing came to mind is Keizaka.
Yeah.
Their first and second song are two different type of songs, like way too different. Now their second single didn't do so well compared to their first one, but yeah, did that happen with HKT or NMB that they had the same type of song? NGT didn't. Like their first and second single is totally different. Like they totally different sounds. And you are right with STU48. It's the same bland. As you said, Derek, it's perfect for on a boat to hear it. You know, seeing the water and the waves, because it's like you would just want to hear it as background music. That's not good for it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's the type they're going.
Hey, I if they want to go with that, like that's fine.
Wouldn't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't recommend it either. I didn't like the MV all that much. I'm gonna say something obvious. It felt very cramped. And out of all those MVs that I've watched from 48, I never have felt that feeling. Even though it was outside, and I know this is Japan we're talking about. It was outside, but still felt so small.
You know why? I'm sorry to interrupt, but you know why?
No, go ahead.
because they were stuck on a route. It's basically for people who game, it's the Final Fantasy 13 aspect. You are stuck in a hallway. Even though you're outside, you can't go anywhere you want because you had the drone is following a route to make everything filled. You see them running up the stairs. It's like, oh, I have to be here in this shot, and you see like, oh, I need to go into the front because I have to prepare for the next shot. Oh, and I have to go into there.
Yeah.
If we compare that to the the Undergirl song with Help Me Out there from Diva as well, that has that amazing one-shot song.
Oh.
Da, 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 da,
I wouldn't probably remember the name.
What is
Yeah?
that? Ah, it's gonna
Either way.
bother me. Anyway, it was panned out with one camera, but it went to different locations, and the camera was all right. Now I need to go here. Now I need to go this way, and this is the opposite. The camera is the one who has a path, and basically the members are trying. Like you're chasing a balloon, or in this case a drone. So you're going like, all right, it's now here. We're ready. Okay, let's do it. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's why it feels cramped, because they're stuck. They don't have freedom to move anywhere because they are focusing on the camera, and the camera is not focused on them.
Which is a disadvantage because therefore it makes it feel cramped, and I that's weird. Like I'm gonna say something positive about Keiakizaka. When they did their music video, I think it was their first one, I never had that feeling. Like it felt big. Like even though it was outside free. You can go whatever you want.
You mean
It's not
Silent
so-
Majority?
I don't know the first one. I think. But
That's
either
probably
way, like
Silent
this one,
Majority.
it's so kind of boring. Like they're in small, cramped places, and for this song, it feels like like there's some form of relaxation about it. But the MV doesn't convey that feeling for me. I don't really. It's again something negative. It's like kind of boring. Like I didn't find the shots that particular. It felt so bland, also in colors. Like if I compare it to Suki Nanda, it's like great view and it feels so open and so nice colors. This one, it's they could have probably picked a better place to record it. It's like is this it? Like honestly, if they were on the boat, I would actually kind of like that. It's like okay, yeah, makes sense.
And
They had done that.
that's the difference then, because I think the biggest problem you have with this now is the camera is not locked onto them, it's the other way around.
Yeah,
And-
and this
and-
is an idol group we're talking about. The focus should be
Basically,
on girls, not
yeah,
on the
basically if they were on the boat, they'll still be stuck on the boat, but the camera is then to move freely around them.
Yeah,
And
that
the
would've
camera
been
is searching
better.
focus on them.
Mhm.
Because they had this whole system, it's still I'm not it's innovative. It's like very interesting, and I get what you don't like about it. But it's like the things that were wrong with is the feeling. It's like, you say you are the viewer. Let's always look at the aspect of the camera is the person who's viewing stuff. Basically, you are just walking around, and then a bunch of girls are just following you and just trying to dance, and you're like, I just want to see the sights. Just let move. Why are you here? Are you guys following me? It's like, just go
Go
away.
away.
And then it's like, oh, they're here again. That's the difference, and that's why it doesn't work. That's a very good aspect, I would say.
Again, if it was on the boat, like nice sun, like the sun was shining, like it was
Yeah.
bright and colorful, that would have been that would have worked much better.
Yeah, but
this
you're
is,
watching the boat. That's the thing. You're watching the boat then. But say if you
what am I
are,
watching?
if they shot it like this, to say they were on the boat, but you were looking at the ocean, and you suddenly see someone going like, hey, hey, and then you move around and you go around the deck, and then you see someone else, then you would still have the same feeling. It's like, what is this? Why is this so weird? Why do we have to see them everywhere? It's like, just go away. You're not my focus point. And that's the difference.
If they would switch the focus point, that would have been.
That's
like,
a very good aspect of this.
But either way, it's song. It's not.
Yeah, it's more the MV. We had the skill
It
before.
has
It's
something
like,
interesting.
what
to
is
talk
more
about,
interesting?
but-
It's like it needs to be balanced. This is the MV and it has a song, and it needs to be
Yeah.
actually song has to have
Yeah.
an MV that fits the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing like interesting to talk about. Because for the otherwise, it's like there's nothing really too much to it. I like the technicality. It could have been better, but for what it is, it doesn't have my interest.
Very, very nice. Derek?
Yeah, I mean, you guys pretty much said it all. I'm just going to add just one really super quick thing here. And that is that, you know, to me, it's like the song kind of sounds like when you know when you have like a ketchup bottle and you could squeeze it and it makes that
Yeah.
That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Like I know there's goodness in there, but it just comes out blah. So it's like that's kind of the song. I also like I'll forgive them for the you know them just walking through the small place because they did it with the drone. That was cool. You know, I mean it was different. But it's also like you're a multi-million-dollar company. They obviously don't have their boat because you know if they had the boat they'd be filming on it because they'd want to show that off. They'd be like, yeah, we got a boat, we got a boat.
Like,
yeah, look at the boat, But I really thought
amazing.
Their next single should be like they got their boat and they're all standing on it and then they all just do headers off the side of it into the ocean and then like you know throw some dolphins in there or something like that would be amazing and then do it all with drones. But or whatever. I mean, I'm just saying.
You just ruined ketchup for me. I like for those who don't know because I use a lot of ketchup with my food. So I really have a lot of moments where you make that sound. So now every time that sound comes on, it's like, haha, STU.
Wow.
And seriously, it's like STU.
It's like,
Yeah,
all right,
basically,
next single.
Oh dear. Oh wow.
I would have. I hope something they do like with the boat. There are like 2 songs that I can remember that are about a boat, and they are so much better. Like
Everyday Katyusha?
No, I'm thinking about 2 completely other songs. I wasn't even thinking about Everyday Katyusha.
Oh, are you thinking about Lonely Island?
Oh yeah, that
Oh
one.
god.
The other one you don't know.
You mean I've just saw them actually. I'm sorry, we're going a little bit Dutch here, Derek. Because I was there on the beach on January 1st with the New Year's dive, and every year they're there. They're called in Dutch the Gebroedersko.
No, I was
Leave that out of this. Leave that out of this.
No, it's not about the water scooter. No,
not the water scooter. They
please.
also have a boat. Like, I got a very, very pretty boat.
Oh no!
Her name is Anna, and she is in the moat.
Moat.
Oh god. We're
Yeah, float. Yeah.
I was not thinking about that one, but honestly,
wow, dude.
Derek,
That's a-
I'll show it to you one later.
no.
It's very Dutch. It's so bad.
It's very bad. It's very bad. As
It's
well.
very bad.
You instantly think STU is better after you hear this song.
Yeah.
I mean, no. The reason why I did the analogy with the ketchup though was because there's goodness in them. I'm just saying it didn't come out the way that goodness I know is in there should come out. So I'm trying to give them a good compliment, but you know.
We got derailed.
Yeah, exactly.
So to conclude, more boatness. Okay.
More boatness.
More bonus.
Boatness.
Yes.
Will that happen this year? That we see them on the boat actually?
For like, hey,
No,
this is our boat. Hey. That's
They're still modeling the interior design, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna pull a Jerrina and like just digitally enhance it in older video.
You know what I
CGI.
think is gonna happen? There are, doing the interior, the stage, and someone's like, so we should make a hole here, right? Yeah. It's like, no, that's supposed to be a floor higher. Sink.
Wow,
I think the boat will sink actually.
Oh dear.
That would be funny.
Well,
Yeah.
no one gets hurt. Not that we're looking hurt, but
Only
it's
the
like.
boat.
Just the boat is like sinking, like, we have to fish it out, fix the hole. 3 years later, then we'll have a boat.
Yeah, we don't want us to Titanic or something like that, you know.
No, stupid. Yeah. Okay.
All right. But however, what was good is Eyes One with their
Oh, yeah,
Japanese
yeah.
single, and
Yeah.
that's Suki.
Don't versatile.
Yeah, thank you. That was pleasant to the ears, I would say.
Mhm.
And
Say it
the performance itself wasn't bad either. But hey, that's Eyes One for you. That's the Korean style.
Mhm.
Jeans or the pants are like this big, all the way up, and in heels, showing off their long legs, even though they're not long legs. It's an illusion, but still, it looks fine. So, what do you guys think of IS-1?
Well, to be quite honest, when I heard it for the first time, it was like, am I listening to IS-1 or AKB? Because
Yeah.
there was no distinction at all at the song. Not saying the song is bad, because I quite like it, but it really could have been an AKB song, to be quite honest. And that's a good thing, because that's how AKB used to be before we had all those bad singles last year. So yeah. So pretty much, if AKB themselves can get back to this style, I'm more than happy, to be quite honest, because I really liked it.
All right, Colin.
I didn't like it. There's nothing.
It's not your thing, isn't it? It's like
I don't know what thing it is, but it's nothing.
Well, it's not your thing. It's nothing something. Everything
No.
that happened from Produce 48 till IS-1 till anything. It's like it's not something you would like. So hey, hopefully they'll get it someday right for you. But
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh, that's a joke. There was nothing.
nothing.
I like the colors of the costume, but that was pretty much it.
So you like the
song
color
was-
purple? Cool.
Actually, I wasn't even talking about purple. But I like purple, but I wasn't interested by it in any sense of the imagination. It just did not garner my interest. I do agree with DX. It does sound like an AKB song. Like I was like really about this is totally AKB, totally, but not particularly my interest. It did not have like a beat or something that got me into it. Just yeah.
Derek?
Well, for me, this is a huge step up from Levy and Rose, in my opinion, in terms of what I like about like music and such. I mean, it's a dance heavy song. It has an EDM beat. So already I'm into it. I did really enjoy the verse. I enjoyed the pre-chorus part where it started to build, where the drums started to pick up. As a song, it worked until the chorus. The chorus was a little flat. It wasn't bad. It was a little flat. There wasn't an insta classic hook. It was more like, okay, yeah, it works. Like put it to you this way: if I was writing the song, I would have been really proud of the fact I wrote this amazing verse that has this like real good atmosphere to it. The pre-chorus gets you pumped, like you're waiting for that drop to hit. It, like I was waiting for a huge drop, and it just wasn't there. And it went AKB route. Like it went like, oh, we're gonna just put this like mediocre-ish kind of chorus there. I don't even want to use mediocre. It's a step up. So it's good. It's not bad. But for me, the only fault it has, so that I've heard so far, and I haven't heard the whole song, obviously. I mean, I'd like to hear the bridge work a little more, whatever the bridge is. But like the only fault I have is right as the chorus is done, it's like the bridge to the next verse, the outro, the pre-outro chorus. Terrible. It was orchestral. It didn't fit. It was flat. It made the chorus even flatter.
It takes you out of it. It just
took me really out. It was weird. It was like, oh, did we just get to be STU48 here for a second with the chorus? Like it was just like it's with the orchestral stuff. So that was, again, it's kind of like how No Way Man, the beginning, was like, no.
Yeah.
That's like, oh no, just don't do that. It kind of had that feel for me in that little moment. But again, whoever wrote it, they got the right idea, but finish the song. Don't just get to the chorus and be like, oh, I did it 3 chords. Okay, we're good. This is AKB sounding. I think AKS is gonna love this. So it's like, don't do that. They could have went a whole other direction. Like I'll use a group from the underworld here in Japan that I saw yesterday morning on my like huge adventure of seeing groups. Gochasto, like they have a song called Love Emperor, which, by the way, if you have not seen Gochasto's Love Emperor, they have an MV. It's like a live MV. It'll give you an idea of the insanity that song invokes during their lives. Basically, it's just like the song. There's this great verse, but then they actually have 2 pre-choruses. One is where it's like everybody's doing this like dun 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 dun, and you're getting so pumped, and then there's like this big vocal pre-chorus, and then the drop is the most radically different, weird sound. It doesn't fit the song at all. It turns into this big like it's this like real high shrill dun 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 dun. It's like it's the most ridiculous drop ever.
What?
But it works.
What?
No, I know it works. Just watch it. It works. It really works. But here's the thing. AKB went safe with this. IZONE went safe with this. They went the safe route. They did a very nice, not offensive, not daring chorus. And that was the problem. I expected IZONE to be like, you know what? We're going to do something a little different here. We're IZONE. Like, why not? Everybody loves us no matter what we do. So it's like, we could screw up. I mean, people like Levine and Rose, that's proof to me right there they can do whatever they want. Because that song is not worth that much love. I'm sorry. And you can bash me all you want, weeaboos. I don't care. Or wait, not weeaboos. Sorry, Koreaboos.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying, like,
Whiz
anyways.
ones.
So that was my gripe with that. But again, better than Levine and Rose, and I could definitely like until the chorus, like I'm in it. Like I'm totally there. The dancing, the live version that we watched, really good. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was into it. I liked the beginning when they turned around and all the legs went like that type of stuff's cool because that's not easy to do. Again, it might look easy to our eyes. That's not easy to get everybody lined up to do correctly. And then towards the end, they did one thing where I think there was a girl in the center, it looked like a windmill, like all the girls like
yeah.
You Dutch would probably like that, huh? Oh, I just went there with the stereotype.
Oh dear.
We love our windmills.
Yeah, you guys love your windmills. I didn't see like one windmill, I swear, when I was in Holland, but that's all the time. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. They're everywhere. You can't avoid them. But I'm saying, like,
I have one in my backyard, actually.
I know. I'm kidding. I went to your house so many times. No, but here's the thing. The dance was good. It kind of saved the song for me, not gonna lie, because the girls looked fierce as heck. Sagertown was crushing it. Nako still somehow just looks adorably cute. She can't be fierce. She's just cute. Yeah. But Cheon, oh my god, like, what the heck is this girl? Please join the Sasenkyo this year. She'll win. It'll come down to like her, Chiprang, and Okada Nana this year. You watch. Like I'm calling it right now. No, Cheon was awesome. She was just incredible. Anyways, I thought the dancing was good. Song a little faltered. Went a little too safe. I would have liked to have seen edgier, but they had a great verse. They pulled like an NGT on me with the verse. Like it was like really, it was intense. It was good. And the pre-chorus, the build, right up to the non-existent drop was amazing. So that was good too.
Okay, before I get to the final big topic, do we have some small topics we want to talk about? Yes, Colin.
I am prepared for this. In January, something amazing has happened. The Asia Festival. AKB48 and their sister groups, SGO, MNL, BNK, JKT, Team TP, and Team SH. They will have their own festival in Bangkok. It's presented by, I believe, a Chinese company called Shanda Games.
Yeah, Shanda Games.
And it will be on the 27th of January. That will be interesting. There was a conference a little while ago where an AKB representative, as in the staff, who spoke great English. I'm not 100% certain on her name, but I think I know who it is. She was great, and there were 3 BNK members as well there, and I really look forward to what they do with that festival. I think it's really cool that they do it in Thailand, BNK's home country. That will be great. I hope something fun happens. Like they're doing a lot of stuff. They're like handshake, and there's a concert, like I said, because it's that thing. That will be great. There's another thing happening on the day before. Japan Expo. Remember, Derek remembers this. Last year, there was also like a group of girls that went from AKB, and it was horrible. You remember, it was like outside, and sound was really bad. Like it made the girls sound really, really bad. He remembers. 10 girls will be going. 10 girls will be going the day before, so they are already there for the Asia Festival thing. Hopefully, it will be better than last year. But I look forward to that. A mini live it is. 10 members. I forgot all the 10 members, but I look forward to it. I hope I can see it. Yes, Derek.
I had a discussion actually with Ricky about that performance the other day. Don't ask me how we got into that discussion because it's so far removed from our world, but we were talking about it, and he was telling me that video that was put out about that performance was like a doctored video. It's made to make AKB look bad, and he's not exactly like necessarily a fan of AKB or anything, so it was surprising he said that. I'm like, why'd he say? He's like, I did sound a long time. He's like, you can tell that it was edited to like really and make maximum amount of damage, and because he's like, things weren't adding up in there, that like the syncing, it wasn't like he's like, whoever did it clearly recorded, then went home and like enhanced the sound, so he felt like that was like fake. And for him to say that, he has no reason to justify or argue in AKB's favor, but he watched that and he was like, oh yeah, somebody clearly screwed with the audio on this. So I thought that was interesting. I don't think it was as bad as we all thought, because again, really that was like the only video really out there for a while, if I'm not mistaken. Like I don't think there was too much out there we could see to like corroborate or anything. And even if it was, that doesn't mean there weren't more than a couple people doing that. Now, why somebody would do that? I mean, there's a million reasons why anybody would do that, but it's just I did find it interesting because they're going, if you know what's going to happen next, this big thing in Thailand, AKB's really got to make sure that they actually do a sound check and make sure everything actually sounds good this time, because that's not how you want to leave things. So
true.
Yeah. So
hopefully it gets better this time.
Yeah.
We'll see. They went to Thailand recently and that was fine. That was an official.
They had a good event. They were in the crowds and they were playing around a lot. Take some good pictures and making videos with the people from Thailand. So it's a very good indication, like a self-promotion before the event. What else is happening in between is also the final round of the best singer of AKB48.
Oh wow!
So they can do an appeal again with Showroom. So we're gonna see a lot of karaoke sessions. It's gonna be fun to watch that. It's always like I think the karaoke showroom's always fun to watch. So look forward to those things. But the biggest thing before I go to that, anything else?
There were some interesting graduations.
Yeah,
maybe.
Right.
Yeah. Some quits and some graduations. Yeah.
The Fortune Cherry girl graduated with like little explanation. There was an SKE girl, and whose name I did not write down, so I'm sorry. She ranked 56 in Susenkyo, but she graduated because she had like health issues, something with her heart. She did not participate in the 10th anniversary for SKE. But she did. She kind of did. I believe someone, it may have been during our Rioja, maybe that like helped her. But she had like a bad physical condition, so now she's graduating, and it's just never great. Like you don't want to have someone with health situation or bad physical condition in that area.
And there are 4 members from SKE48 currently out because of physical condition, including Furata now. It's
that's why SKE, damn it.
Yeah, they had like a handshake event, and
Jerrison was there.
The whole physical condition thing, it's a very easy answer to go to. Basically, someone is like, all right, bad physical health. It's like,
yeah,
basically.
Yeah, poor health condition. It's what was it? Yeah, Shirai Kotono Furata now Obata Yuna Ota Ayaka were absent from AKB48 NoAKBN Handshake event on January 6th today.
Yeah.
Ota Ayaka did not participate in the Handshake event due to school schedule clash. Shirai Kotono Furata now and Obata Yuna did not participate due to poor health condition. Basically, it's calling in sick for work. That's what they say when it's poor health conditions sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's really something, you know, it's like, hey, they are really physically not able.
Yeah.
But other times when they announce that, it's basically saying, it's like, not feeling well. So, take how you will when they announce stuff like that. But yeah, the heart condition, yeah, that sucks. It's really...
So, something like if she would raise her arms, she would get tired. I remember reading that. So yeah, that's not great. So I wish her well. Something a tiny bit about a 9th gen member from SKE. They
Yeah.
yeah.
on the
Yeah.
30th or 31st of December, and one of those members has already graduated after 3 or 4 days
Adachi Rena.
because
That's not... it's not graduating, it's basically quitting
yeah,
because too much absent of school.
yeah, her school didn't allow show business activities.
Mhm.
Seems like an interesting thing to know beforehand, but that is me. But that she had a very short career in SKE. That's a bummer. Bummer. And there was another.
I saw that, Colin, and I was thinking like that should be more controversial than it is, because like I don't think a school has any right to tell you that you can't be part of a major international like idol group. Like I don't think they should be allowed to do that. Like if you're missing school, that's one thing, but it's like if she was able to like do what a lot of these members do and like do their schoolwork while they're in the group, like why what is so special about this school that they could actually have the right to say that? And also too, why not just go to another school?
Private school?
Like I mean, if I was her, I'd be like, well, screw you guys. Like, you know, I'm going to go to a school where they don't have a problem with this, because it's like there's a million schools in Japan. You don't got to go to that one, even if your dad is paying for it.
And then
so
you
I'm just saying, like,
then you get the parents to this. She's still young, so
Yeah, true.
to make that decision, she's passed the auditions, and maybe the parents are like, well, we want you to do school, and that's a good school, so you stay in school.
Maybe that school is like a
Yeah.
school that I don't know how old she is, but it is very possible the school's like school's important and school is important, and they could say in their rules, I don't know how you name it in English, that they find it very important that they must, you know, do their school activities first.
Maybe a couple of
might
years
be.
later, that's like, hey, you can do it now, because you're old enough.
Actually, though, there was a similar situation back in the day for SK48 in the form of Shibata Aya.
Mm-hmm.
Her school also
there?
forbade. Yeah, she had the same problem, Shibata Aya. Her school forbade having a job in the showbiz industry. She kept it a secret, and as a result of that, she had to do way more work to graduate from her high school, and she actually had to do volunteer work as well and extra tests.
She did it.
She did it. So
Yeah, but still. All weird stuff. Weird stuff happening. Alright. So, the final big thing I want to talk about for this week's show, because we're already 1 hour and 13 minutes in the show, unbelievably so, is the coming of age ceremonies coming up in next week and on January 14th. 44 members are going to be an adult. They're going to be 20 years. And I have the list right here, so let's go a little bit through it and then think about a few names, because personally, when they get the adulthood, suddenly they really shine more, I would say, in the group. And it's weird for me, but I really hope that these members in there, sadly a few of them are leaving, but that these members will have their shine moment coming up because of this ceremony. So for AKB48, we got Komiyama Haruka, Nozawa Rena, Taniguchi Megu, Omori Miyu, Kawamoto Saya, Gyoten Yurina, Hidaritomo Ayaka, Yamada Nanami, Yoshikawa Nanase, Risen Airi, and Honda Sora. Then for SKE48, we got Kitagawa Ryoha, Yamada Yuna, Arai Yuki, Ida Reona, and Shiarayuki Kohaku. For NMB48, we have Hayashi Momoka, Ishida Yumi, Kawakami Chiori, Kushio Rina, Jo Eriko, Takai Sara, Shimizu Rika, Mizuta Shiori, Ogawa Yuka, and Shinasa Nao. For HKT48, we got Unjo Hirona, Shimonoyuki, Tomonaga Mio, Murashiki Anna, that's really surprising to me,
Yeah.
Oda Ayaka,
Wow.
Sakai Moika,
Oh, dear.
Hokazuno Hazuki, Yamashita Emery, and then for NGT48, Ogino Yuka, Kato Minami, and Nakamura Ayuka. For STU48 is Ishida Minami, Torobu Yuri, Fukara Akari, Fujiwara Asusa, Mishima Haruka, and Yura Akari. And then for BNK48, funny enough, it's Okubo Miori.
Ah, yeah, her.
Yep.
Okay.
So, holy crap. Last year was amazing because we had a lot of members going to Adulthood. But just as instantly, I see a few names that like I'm excited for them to go into
same.
Adulthood. And some of them are surprising. So what do you guys think of this list?
It just it's like this, you know. Never expected. It's already that time. Like what? Really? Wow! I thought she was always like 17 or something like that. But to hit adulthood, it still feels, man. It still feels.
I think if I look at the names, I can make a senbatsu out of them. Just
Oh,
with
yeah,
like, holy
easy.
crap! I'm so happy for
Easy.
them that they're adult. Let's see.
Easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can make a 12 senbatsu.
Wow. I would say that it's really gonna be fun when it's this the coming of age ceremony here in Japan, because that means I'm gonna see a lot of like, you know, girls dressed up in like their kimonos going on the trains, and whenever I see an influx of them here in Japan, I'm like, oh, it must be some kind of like holiday or festival. So that's right. I'll probably be seeing a ton of that day, which is cool. Always cool. The girls always they all look amazingly beautiful. But the thing is Murashiki Hana. Really?
Yeah.
Shigehara, yeah.
I
Huh?
did not notice.
I don't know why I thought she was older. I guess she isn't, but it's like that's just mind blowing. And then like Oki, like she's like a timeless alien. I
Yeah.
just can't picture her with an age. And then the fact that she's that young, she looks young, but it's like what? And Katamina too, for some reason I thought was older, but I know they're not. But it's like they just. Wow, that's mind blowing to me. That's really I mean, good for them. I mean, time to move on. You know,
Hey
that's
Derek,
awesome.
are you
Yeah.
going to that event?
I mean, don't know when it is or where or anything.
Okay, so
it-
I got these dates for you and where it is. On the 8th of January, it's at Kanda Myojin Shrine in Akihabara, Tokyo. No, that's wrong. Wait, sorry. Let's see. Annual Coming of Age Day Ceremony. Seijin Shiki? Or that's called the Coming of Age Ceremony, I think.
That's the
Yeah.
coming of age ceremony, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's both at the Kanda Myojin Shrine in Akihabara, Tokyo.
yeah, I know where it's at.
Yeah, on the 8th of January and on 14th of January.
Well, the 8th.
No. I'm reading wrong. I'm sorry. 8th January is 2018, so that was last year. This year it will be again at the Kanda Myojin Shrine on January 14th.
I don't have anything planned for that day. That's the day after we debut our new members, and it'll be a very relaxed day finally. So yeah, maybe if I remember, I don't know. I mean, I don't really like dealing with the crowds there because like it's so touristy. On top of
Yeah.
the fact that now every Japanese person and their mother is going to be there, and then on top of that, all the AKB fans will be there. Like I'd have to get there the day before and camp out. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even kidding. Like I'll have to get there the day before if I even want a glimpse of the girls. So it's like, you know, it's cool, but I'd like to
Komiyama
go,
Haruka
but-
though, it's gonna be a lot of beautiful sighting in there.
Yep.
I mean, she'll look like, you know, a speck of beautiful kimono dust in how close I'll manage to get to the shrine.
Nozawa
Like,
Reina, Taniguchi Megu,
Yeah, it's
Kitagawa
insane.
Ryoha.
Yeah, it's a good class. It's a great class.
Yeah.
I'm just unbelievable.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
hey, if you have time and you're like, I'll go, then maybe who knows, you
Yeah,
get
I'll
lucky.
see.
Yeah.
I'll see. I know.
I know what I would be doing on that day.
Sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be just watching Instagram, going like,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, like that last picture Komiyama posted
Yep.
on.
Oh,
Very interesting combination of colors. Looks very good on her.
Mhm.
Same with Takashi Juri. She had like also an outfit today on. It's like they're I don't know what's happening, but I do like the fashion they're going in this
Yeah.
time with Japan. It's like they have this new fashion style sense that's really appealing to the eyes.
Yeah, I mean, Japan circulates through fashion like, you know, like they're eating food every day. Like it just,
yeah.
you know, like it's a really just.
Sometimes
like,
it's
you never
super
know.
weird, but right now it's like where they're going. It's like I agree with this. I think it's fine. I think
Very
it's
good.
fine.
Very good. Cool, 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 cool.
All right. Well, always a fun thing, the coming of age ceremony. But for me, it's more important because the adulthood, it's really different when I would say westernized gets an adult because yeah, when in, I don't know, when you get 18, you're like, I'm gonna drink and party, and they're like going over there. But for them, it's like this whole ceremony, getting into their, all to a temple, and receiving, their wishes, their fortune they're going into for the whole year. But then their attitude changes. It's like because they're now recognized as an adult, they become, well, an adult, but they really form as an adult. Compared to, I would say, westernized, it's like you have some people who are like very young and they act already like an adult, or like me, I'm like way past, supposed to be an adult, but I still act like a little kid sometimes because I like that. It's like that's just the little kid in me. It's like, what, Colin? What was that? I saw that. You rolled your eyes.
Oh wow, possibly.
I don't know. I was listening.
Oh, but we get that, right?
No, I was thinking about something, a quote, but I was misremembering the quote. That's the thing. Then I do like, what is that again?
Uh-huh. No, good
You can't
timing.
be grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
It's yeah. You'll be grown up if you know how to balance out your inner child. I think that's the thing, right?
What I said?
Nah. Anyway, we're getting a little bit off the rails because of my end. See, that's why it's something like that. But still, what do you guys think? Do you think it's important for them? Excuse me. Jesus, what's happening? Do you guys think it's really a difference, that coming of age ceremony, to their attitude, as the way I see it, basically?
Because it's so integrated in their culture, I do think that they see it as a form of adulthood. Because they are, I don't want to say programmed, but like it's so grained in their culture, like they know that day is so important that maybe subconsciously their way of thinking changes, and they feel like this is now the time to be an adult. If that is the case, then you could see some changes. Yeah,
Derek?
that's possible.
I mean, yeah, like Colin said, it's integrated into Japanese society. It's a event for the girls. It's an important transitional milestone for Japanese girls to become women. Doesn't mean they're necessarily women, because that's a debatable question unto itself. Because that deals with maturity. You can be 20 years old and still be a 5-year-old in heart and never get past the age of 5 forever, which is fine if that's you. Yeah, pretty much. But the thing is like, to me, as far as it relates to AKB, it's always a bit of a premonition that I don't necessarily welcome, because it usually means they're one step closer to graduating. And that's what I look at it anymore these days. Is like, oh well, it's clock's ticking now. The doomsday clock is spinning its wheels.
Yeah, we're going towards March. Yeah, we're going toward March again when all the high school graduations are there. So yeah.
Well, there's that. And think about it. Like mentally, like you're a Japanese girl in AKB. You just get your coming of age ceremony. What do you think your parents gonna probably tell you? Maybe you live with your parents. Well, because most Japanese people live with their parents, so I swear they're 40. Like it's like they're gonna be like, you're an adult now. What are you doing with this group? Especially if you're not like a popular member, like you're the member that sits on the 5th row back in the AK bingo. In other words, you're not on AK bingo. So like you're you might be thinking, I'm an adult now. Like, I need to do adult things. I need to get married and have kids. If you think traditionally, I need to go get a job. You know, it's like that kind of thinking could potentially start seeping in. That's where it gets a little weird. So I don't know. So I'm not trying to be negative about it. I also think it's a beautiful ceremony. I think it's a wonderful thing, but it's just, you start thinking in context of AKB and you think, like, all these girls are now marked for death, you know, so to speak. So where's Shige? No, I gotta have my little Russian princess. No.
Monkey.
And we mean that with love.
Yeah. Well, very good thoughts, I would say. All right. Shall we go then into our recommendations for next week? I have one big one. I think everybody will be like, oh yeah! What's happening this week on AK Bingo?
Lucky Girl Ranking.
Lucky Girl Ranking!
Yes.
Oh, that's so scary. Every year there's something coming out of it that's like,
Oh, man.
oh boy, this member. And then, what was last year #1?
I talked about this on Steve's stream. I forgot.
2 years ago was Yamato Sayaka.
Yeah, 2 years ago was Sayane.
What was it, Vivian?
I want to say Vivian was the first name that came to my mind.
I'll take a quick look, just a sec.
Damn it, I completely forgot. Like, we were talking about it on Steve's stream. We said like the same thing. We talked about who ranked and who did well, and I believe the girl who ranked had like an okay year. I remember the one that got last, and that was Okabe Rin.
Yeah.
She had like a
the stellar year.
Pretty okay year.
Yeah.
It's Vivian. Vivian was #1.
Yeah, Vivian was #1. Yeah.
It's like
She got Produce 48.
Yeah, but nothing really, anything spectacular, and and I wouldn't say that was like something really big for her. Also looking at the names, it's like take it with a grain of salt.
I'm always looking forward to it because there are some fun hijinks coming towards that show, and
sometimes sometimes the reaction are rough to just watch it for the reactions. So,
it's fun, they get really dramatic about it, so it's always a good time. Always a good time.
It's gonna be so big. It's like 400 members again.
Yep.
And they will pay very little attention to the girls. It will probably be rushed again.
Hopefully they'll extend it to 3 episodes.
That will be good.
I can't hold it against them though. When you have that many girls, it's like they're gonna do the best they can. That'd be a nightmare to produce. So I actually empathize with them on that. And the girls, they're just this could also be a way we see a girl rise to the top. Maybe some unknown girl is gonna have a moment in the spotlight, her little 5 seconds of fame in AK Bingo that changes everything. Reina Matsui, that's all I'm gonna say with her. That changed everything for her.
I still want to see that. I still want to see that girl who was a fake member.
The fake member.
Yeah, they need to do that again. Yeah,
love that.
Right?
So much fun. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, good one.
And the rest, well, we just talked about it. So that's basically my recommendation for next week. DX, what is yours?
No, just follow along with the request hour, which is around this time next week as well. So that's my recommendation.
Hopefully I can watch a little. Or just see
an interesting thing about it, very quick on request hour. They will always do like 100, 75, and then 74, in 4 blocks. This year they will do 1 on Saturday and 3 on Sunday. Very odd. Like usually they do
morning,
like 2 and 2.
afternoon, evening?
Yeah. So that will be very hard on them. But
poor NGT.
Poor NGT.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully the top 25 gets live streamed like last year. That would be great. And luckily now it's in the evening, so it's much more easier for us to watch.
If Team 8 will win, I'll be just going like,
finally, about time. Yeah.
I voted for them, so I hope not that it will be a big difference, but I hope they win.
I think a song will be in there is like Kiri Kiri, that will be ranking high.
Players, NGT for life! NGT! They're all gonna show up in their like gangster rags and like their farmer rags, and they'll be like NGT. Like it's not even it's gonna be funny. Like when it's like NGT. Oh, guess what?
It will be the third year in a row if it happens. So
Yeah. Wow.
I can't wait. It's gonna be
yeah.
hysterical.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: if Team 8 wins and like reclaims it, like their whole momentum, I'll laugh so much because
they'll be
so
like,
funny.
"What up?"
Yeah.
What up, Team 8? You can't count us out. We traveling, man. We traveling.
They'll just go to NGT when the announcement goes like, "Hey, Oh
Take
god.
that.
Oh, dear.
Far
That's
away.
funny.
Was that your recommendation, Colin?
No, I have two very different things.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow, which is in a few hours, Tani Marika's Setansai. That will be
Thank
amazing.
you picked you took one of mine. Thank you.
I picked another great one.
you.
It's kind of with a maybe Fujita Nana's graduation performance. Is also, it's like
I get teary-eyed just thinking about not
At least
seeing
we
that.
can hear right foot evidence again.
I hope
She will. She definitely will. Come
it
on.
must. I
It
hope.
must be
That's
done.
tomorrow?
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, in a few hours.
I have a day off. Yes.
Thank you.
I can watch. So I need to be up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, like in less than 12 hours.
I don't know what time it begins, but that's a rough estimate. So if you have the time, watch it. Watch it later. It will be pretty good.
Very good actually. Well,
Of
Derek,
course.
on your side.
Tani Marika, Tanjobi omedetou. I'm so proud of you, my girl. I'm so happy to see you still doing your thing. It wasn't a good couple years for you now, but I think 2019, anything can happen. There's definitely some positions opening up in SKE. It seems. I think I don't know. I feel
Lucky girl ranking.
Lucky girl ranking. She's never done great in that, so I'm not holding my breath. But I would say, like, I'm really, really, really hoping that she, pulls something amazing this year and makes us all think about her in a way. Like she has her moment. If anyone can do it, it's her. So good luck. Good luck to her. I actually have three. So first, and I purposely didn't talk about this because I was curious what you guys thought. There is a song already for 2019, although technically I guess this was 2018. I don't know. You guys can correct me on this. That I feel could be a contender for Song of the Year already. This is if we're counting Eyes One as part of our whole discussion, okay? Which I'm gonna do that just for fun here. Rumor.
Yeah.
That crazy girl, that's like her nickname on our YouTube channel. I'm not calling her crazy. That's her nickname. She wrote another gigantic opus on our comments for the grad or our ceremony special, and she was like, Derek, you should check out Rumor. She's like, I think it's more up your alley. She couldn't have been more right.
Is that the same song? Is that the same
Sorry?
song from Produce 48? Rumor?
Yeah, that song. Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're completely cut out. What'd you say?
Okay, that's the same song from Produce 48.
Yeah.
Rumor.
Yes. Yeah.
Koroke mare bar. Rumor.
Gossip.
Rumor.
No, it's-
Rumor.
Yeah. Rumor.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's good. It's fun. It's everything I want in their songs. To be honest with you, like I had no problem with it. I don't know. It didn't ring false to me. What do you really quick? What do you guys think about that? Because
I love the song. But the dancing, I don't
Yeah.
need the track part of the dancing. But for the rest, it's fine. But the track part of the dancing, no. Please no.
Just give me Rollin'. Rollin' is if I didn't. No, just that was the song of the year for me. Otherwise, just not including when we had the nominations, I was still thinking, am I gonna throw in Rollin'? Because I still listen to that song and it makes me always happy. It's like Rollin', shake it. But
Sure.
Rumor is a good song. I agree with
Yep.
that. But if they do Rollin', then it's like, okay, then I'll do that. But
Fair enough. Fair point. But was this all do we count this as 2018 or can we count that as 2019? I don't know. What are your guys?
consider it 2018 since it was.
Okay.
Will
pretty
it
much
be
you
released? Will it be released as a part of a single or a album or?
I need to take a look at the Colorize album, but
I think it's on the
don't know.
album.
Really?
No.
It's not
No,
Colorize?
no, 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 no. No,
It's
no,
not?
No, 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 no. I Apple Music. I have it right here.
Crazy business there.
Here we go. I have to go faster.
Yeah.
No, we have Colors, Oh My, La Vie en Rose, Memory, We Together, Suki ni Nacho Daro. That was the final song from Produce 48.
Yeah. I know.
Yume wo Mitoru Aida. That was also the final song on Produce 48. That's the album. That's actually that version. So, no, I do not count Rumor as that single. So if they release it, I will count it as a 2019 song. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's
But for
2018
now-
because
yeah,
they
but for
released
now-
it as a Produce 48 song album,
Yeah.
along with Rolling Rolling.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Colin, what were your thoughts on Rumor?
The only rumor I'm thinking about is Bruce Willis's daughter. I don't remember anything about that song.
That is
Bruce
the weirdest reference in the world, but okay.
What?
Bruce Willis, I love the guy, and I know he has a daughter that is named Rumor. Yeah, it's true. It's true. She's an actress.
Only if somebody
Rumor.
had told me, I would have walked.
I am right.
Ah, okay, Rumor with R-U-M-E-R.
No different.
Looking good though.
Rumor. That's fine.
I mean, if somebody had told me I was gonna wake up at like 4 in the morning and hear Bruce Willis's daughter's name, I would have just laughed. If somebody told me this yesterday, yeah, right, that's not gonna happen.
This is
So
information
amazing.
I know
Thank
now.
you, Colin.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Her
thank you.
mother is Mandy, just so people know in case they don't know stuff. In case no one knows, and I'm like, really, you don't know that? But okay.
Thank you, Colin.
Okay.
It's just so I can laugh. Is that the song they performed on the live show, the final?
No, it was
Oh.
the final group performance before
Yeah,
they went
final-
into the final.
Okay, no, then
16.
I flat out forgot about it.
Well,
I called it croquet bar because it's like they're croquet bar. Oh. All right. Anyway, there.
Okay.
That was number 2.
No, that was number 1.
I know. Here we go. Number
oh.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
so number 2, as part of a series of interviews I did with Slope Club, at Slope Club, they
The
just
other group.
finally they finally put out the interview I did back in October with Nanomodel, the lovely idol duo of Miku and Kajiwara. Kajiwara is actually a guy, so they're kind of unusual in that sense. Miku has the eternal smile. You can't not look at Miku and not smile because she's just the happiest person ever. But yeah, they just put that out. I think it's very informative, very good. So please check that out on Slope Club if you can. Also give Slope Club some love. Those guys are working hard. They still have a few more interviews I did for them that they haven't put out yet, which I'm kind of bummed about, but I also kind of understand because it's like they're busy. They do this on their own.
You know what
Yeah, I don't know.
the thing is with Slope Club, and they do far more
Huh?
work
Oh.
for their shows than compared to us, but they're not
I
getting
mean,
enough love. It's like they
Yeah.
stream their shows live on Twitch. Well, for me, it's horrible because it's like when they stream it, it's like 3 o'clock at night, 4 o'clock at
Yeah,
night. So
four,
yeah.
I tried to do it once and I fell asleep. Just not. It's nothing against them, but it was like too late for me to watch it.
Timing doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
And the thing is, their content is very good and very well, and they edit, and they have their editors and stuff like that going in there. Josh, Jimmy, and Boy are amazing at their work, and yeah, just so anyone who's watching us, show them some love, basically, because they really do some good work over there. So
I mean, I'm not throwing shade on them. Like I think they're amazing, and they were nice enough to do this, and like, I was nice enough to make the connections for them, and it was a good match, and I will work with them. I'll work with them any chance I get, but it's like, I don't know, like, I really want to put out stuff about idols here, and I really appreciate what they did. They're very busy. I do hope they'll get out the final 2 interviews I did with them like super fast. But if I know they're doing their best. But anyways, that aside, please check it out and show them some love, for crying out loud. It's STU48. These guys are like legends now. Like, come on, like they've been doing this a long time, longer than us. So like, it's just, please support them, please show them some love, and show Nanomoral some love. You know, they're curious about their international fans. They don't think they have any. So it's like, it would be nice if some of you saw the interview and shot Miku or Katiwara like something on Twitter, like, hey, you know, we saw the interview, we think you're great. I'd love to bring them overseas somewhere. You know, they're independent, so it'd be very easy to do. So I'm really thinking about trying to make that happen this year. You know, it's one of my goals, is like, if I do like another East Meets West, or even maybe just do something with them, I really would like to bring them over to maybe even Europe. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Is there an interest? That's the thing. But anyways, check it out. That's the Nanomore interview. Final thing, again, of course, to reiterate, today is Sari and Hina Yotsu's graduation from Necroma, the group I work for. Very sad about it. I don't want to say they're like family. That would denote I know them more than I do, but they do feel like family to me. I've been with them a year now. I've been overseas with them 4 or 5 times at this point. We've had a lot of good moments together, a lot of trials and tribulations we've been through. I'm just gonna say this to you know, Sari and Hina, that you know, I love you both, and you're like family to me. Yeah, I'm just gonna miss them. You know, I'm gonna miss them a lot. I mean, we're getting new members, but like, Sari meant something to the scene, and she's an idol. You know, she is a legit idol who didn't want to be an idol, I think. And she has that dynamic about her, but she's a performer. Everybody that sees her always goes away thinking about, when they think Necroma, they think the girl with the shitty nerdy makeup, you know? And you know, she's leaving today. And it marks an end of an era for underground idols. It marks an end of an era for Necroma, certainly. She's now, Kaki's the only original member left. And it's rough. Hina was sort of, I saw the writing on the wall with that one a long time ago. You know, she's kind of had one foot in and out of Necroma because she's big with school, you know, and also she needs to find herself. This will be at WWWX tonight at, I think, 7:30. I don't even know, because I have to be there at like 11ish. But basically, I want anybody who gives a crap about this show and gives a crap about me and what I do in Japan to please go and show some love to Sari and Hina on their Twitters, and to Necroma too, to go to the Necroma Twitter and just give your well wishes if you care about them at all, or just an idol in general, because this isn't just any graduation live. Like, it's an iconic graduation. So it means, I mean, not every graduation means something, but it's gonna be weird next week when I show up to the Necroma show and I don't get to see Sari putting her Shiranuri makeup on. It's just gonna be weird. You know what I mean?
I feel very lucky to seen her live, like before the announcement of the graduation. You know, see her perform there, and then meeting her, of course, in Czechia, and then saying hi, and those moments. I still have that picture, of course, and it's one of the best moments that I've met. So it's like, I'm very, very, very happy that I had the chance to meet Sari and you know, over there. So it's like, it's gotta suck, but I really wish her well in their future projects. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna go WWE style future endeavors. That's so lame to say nowadays. I would say it's like future endeavors doesn't feel like well meant. I really mean that in her future projects she will find anything she needs and that she wants, and be happy in life. And even then, if she's still being on social media, I'll still support her in any way possible. So I really thank you, you know, Derek, for just introducing us to the group and giving us that chance to still meet them before they go. So thank you so much.
I feel lucky I could talk about it on this show, and also, you know, we you know, the Holland shows, you know, they were amazing. You know, they were fun, and they came together. I mean, Robin, you guys, you pulled together such a beautiful crowd for them at that music store, like last second, and they still they love that show. That was fun. Everybody had a good time. Like I don't know. Netherlands showed Necroma a lot of love. You know, I'm sure Necroma will be back to the Netherlands sooner than you think. If I have anything to say about it, but I think it's just really hard to lose idols when you love them as a fan. When you work with them day in and day out, trust me when I say it's not any easier. Maybe harder to some degree, because I see them as they really are. You know, I get to see them both as idol to their fans. I get to see them as normal girls, you know, before and after shows. And it's just, they're great girls. They're both exceptional girls. And they're good. They love their fans. They deeply, Sari and Hina both really love their fans, but they also are so talented. So yeah, I know whatever either of them end up doing next in life, they're going to be awesome at it. And I hope we'll see them around. I hope they'll pop up at a show next year and be like, hey, remember us? And, you know, I hope we can have fun with them. And I doubt they will, because idols in this world tend to stay away once they graduate. But I don't know. Maybe Sari will. Maybe I hope Sari will realize, like, what am I doing? Like, I need to come back or something. Because, like, you know, like this world, I don't know. I think she was meant to be on the stage in some form. So I don't know. But thank you guys so much for letting me talk about it. And again, everybody that watches, please go show them some love. And if you can, just even a quick little like on the post. This is a very emotional, heavy day in the idol world for us. So yeah, it would be nice if you did that. And if not, that's okay too. Thank you for listening.
And then one more thing. I would also, since we're sharing love as well, I want to thank the community, because we've hit 500 subscribers.
505.
On 505 now, right? On STU48 Talk. It's something that we've been, well, you've been the one that was really hoping for that coming up. That's a number. And I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter, but again, the other group, Slope Club, I think Josh mentioned something about it, and I just replied to him, oh, we just hit it, and just showed it that we had the 500 people started liking our posts. But I can't thank you enough. You know, when the last week's episode, it was 3 hours long, and then I see so many comments, so many likes, and just so many views, and all these people are subscribing, and then we hear people, oh, I just came from K-pop, but I like listening to you guys, and, you know, interviews. It really feels so much happiness and joy coming out of this, and that's why we still continue to do the show. So, from my bottom of my heart, thank you so much for subscribing, and please, for the people who still have to do it, you can do it as well. Just hit that like, ring that bell. Never say that normally, but if you want, there you go. That's where it is. It really feels much appreciation from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes, thank you so much. 500 people, maybe a drop in the bucket for some YouTubers. For us, every one of those are organic and well fought for. And yeah, we have a great new community of K-pop lovers that have joined. They'll definitely love this discussion today about Eyes One. But or at least I hope they will. But I think they're all extremely fierce about their opinions. I love it. And but like that crazy girl said in her comment last week, we just don't need a reason. We'll get mad about anything. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But at least they know. But the thing is for all the WeZone fans out there, if you're a WeZone fan, come here and debate, discuss, talk. We welcome it all. And again, me and Colin like really went through all those comments last week, and amazing to see the level of intelligence. And people don't just write comments; they write opuses, and it's like awesome because I read everything. Like I'm on the train in Japan
during my lunch every time.
Yeah, I'm reading, I'm looking, I'm like. And I'm thinking, like, what do I want to say? And then it's like, I try to think of the one thing they say that, like, really stuck out, and I talk about it. But that's so much fun for me. You don't know how much, it's like instant joy to see within an hour we have, 15 freaking comments or something. And they're not just little comments. They are like, and it's awesome. Like, bring it, bring it.
It's just crazy to see it. So I'm really enjoying this. Anything else before we say goodbye for this week?
I don't want to say goodbye. It's been fun. The first two shows this year have been really fun.
Yeah, it's really something. So with that though, sadly, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk. We'll see you next time.
Rumor Willis has it.